In the boardrooms of history, a haunting tale lingers of an era where the value between man and machine was no different. It is said that in the corridors there was no cry, no sigh, no laugh. Those could not be heard of. No compassion, no emotion. These were simply work resource. Around 48,313 lifetimes ago, the year was 2021, it is rumored. Now a somewhat different tale is whispered of a turbulent time dusting itself off its rumors, where human resource, human capital is now known as human workers, where individuality, human dignity is where all work is centered. The year was 2021, it is rumored, where SIOPSA rehumanized the work.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the official 2021 SIOPSA Presidential Awards. My name is Fiona Martin. I'm an executive committee member of SIOPSA as well as the head of conference for this year. It is my great pleasure to open up this event, an occasion that is truly special as we get to recognize individuals within our society that have excelled and are identified as being exemplary in what they do. We celebrate them, we honor them, and we're also excited to have introduced a new category this year, which you will hear about later on. To our partner, the University of Pretoria, thank you for being part of this celebration. What is different about this year is that we have made this a separate event. We usually have this ceremony nested as part of our annual conference, which is taking place next week, but we have recognized this year that this event deserves its own airtime. Without further ado, I will hand over to our 2020-2021 President, Dr. Natasha, who as of yesterday, we officially can call past president, and she's going to do our opening reflections.
Thank you so much, Fiona, our beautiful conference leader. Good evening and welcome to the 23rd Annual Presidential Awards function. This presidential year has been an era of perpetual uncertainty, fear, and loss, and a new world where the society was operating predominantly in a virtual world. We experienced loss and personal change, but the society thrived, and we delivered a closeout report of exceptional performance with our executive team in collaboration with our members. Last night at our annual general meeting, these were acknowledged. And tonight is a time of celebration, celebrating you, the phenomenal work psychologists, making an impact in our profession and in the world. There are so many individuals and teams and organizations that I can salute tonight that may not have been nominated, but we see you and we acknowledge your IOP impact. So I'm excited to dive immediately into the announcements.
Thank you, Natasha. Our first category is that of Academic IOP of the Year. As a professor and head of department, I am especially honored to make this award. This individual has made a scholarly impact in an area that was in the focus, especially during this year. Not only does she research and develop others, but she ensures an applied focus, coaching and supporting practitioners as counselors as well. She specifically addresses the topic of student psychologist training and makes the apt suggestion that tertiary institutions should offer a combined effort towards a curriculum in training students in crisis and counseling intervention approaches. Moreover, she is an active SIOPSA member and volunteered much time speaking on this topic and providing thought leadership. While being an excellent all-round academic, we celebrate you, Professor Lene Graupner. The next award goes to the Emerging Psychologist of the Year. We had outstanding nominations ranging from academic excellence to wonderful volunteers. However, this individual stood head and shoulders above the rest. He tailored his own internship program, and has been active across various professional bodies, including the SABPP. His passion for career development has seen him spearhead the UNICEF Techno-Girl Mentoring Program at Columbus Stainless and is now exploring extending the program for boys and youth. He runs a youth development program, and his energy and passion for people development will serve as a foundation and step towards becoming a registered IOP with impact and purpose. Congratulations, Dustin Hogg. Internships has been in the spotlight, especially in the past year, and SIOPSA made a huge investment exploring this space and then crafting our role to make a difference. So, it is with gratitude that we acknowledge the next recipient for the IOP Internship of the Year. This group not only support their own interns, but always provide guidance and support and interventions to a broader network of students. Their program creates a customized learning journey for each intern that is characterized by autonomy, integrity, and continuous improvement. This organization places felt learning experiences at the forefront of their program, offering regular opportunities for the intern to the team to learn, grow and become young professionals. For the second time in a row, congratulations to Shine Consulting and the leadership of Charlotte Crisp. The leading IOP business is making waves that stack up to and surpass the aspirations of the fourth industrial revolution. They are pioneers in their field but keeps the human at the center of it all. Their solutions are empowering in the furthest reach out of society. When you look up IOP impact and socially responsible leadership, this business comes up. The team is actively involved in various platforms of our profession and serve the community as thought leaders and volunteer their time and expertise at a moment's notice. We salute your impact for a second time, Everlex, and the leadership of Kevin Distiller.
Thank you, Crystal, and congratulations to the recipients so far. One of our key strategic pathways of SIOPSA's strategy is to create a diverse and inclusive collaborative team. Again, so many of our members are making a significant impact in this space. SIOPSA wishes to acknowledge an individual that are making waves in the broader business community. She has been described as a person of profound human and humane character who will make a grand mark in the world. She drives initiatives promoting diversity and inclusion and is a champion for equality while blogging about post-heroic leadership. She's currently running a humanizing business series where she partners with C-suite leaders to offer a public humanizing business toolkit of design frameworks, models, definitions, and disruptive ideas. Our external recipient of the Advancing Equality Award goes to Dr. Sibokasi Nteta. However, within our society, we also have an individual making a significant impact toward advancing equality. A seasoned executive and board member in South Africa, he spearheaded transformation in corporate South Africa and across borders. A recipient of accolades, such as Fellow of the Africa Leadership Initiative, as well as member of the Aspen Global Leadership Network. But it is his unrelenting drive toward people development that we honor him tonight. Having mentored some of our own IOP leaders, such as Dr. Andrew Johnson and Dr. Ruane Koch, he is the founder and board member of DBL, Dream It, Believe It, Live It, providing support to the youth in underprivileged communities to drive higher education, therein building sustainable and successful futures in community. DBL is currently supporting underperforming high school in Eldorado Park. It is also his personal commitment, his time, and his financial support that he invested in SIOPSA's transformation drive. He backed and continues to support. For this, Dr. Oren Ferndale, we salute you. The IOP Impact Award honors an individual using their knowledge, skill, and experience to make an impact in the world of work and in the lives of individuals. As director of African Leadership Academy's Africa Careers Network, she accelerates young people's careers through work and job preparedness, efforts that have impacted over 3,000 young people from over 60 countries on the African continent. Her passion, professionalism, and heart for young people has spread across all spheres of SIOPSA's initiatives. It is an honor to recognize Ayado Ewenyo. Our partnership with the universities lies close to the core of SIOPSA's mission. We acknowledge and celebrate IOP academic teams, grooming our young professionals toward IOP impact. This year's recipient of the Academic IOP Impact Award is a team that frequently receives accolades. Their commitment is not only toward advancing development and transforming the profession, they are also at the forefront of the new world of work and positioning IOP at the center of this discourse. Their partnership with the Johannesburg SIOPSA branch this year was broadened to reach an extent of young professionals in their various initiatives. And they also continuously bring our thought leaderships to open spaces through free webinars. We celebrate the University of Johannesburg Industrial Psychology and People Management team. As a past recipient of the IOP Practitioner of the Year Award, this is one of my favorite categories. Our recipient this year, already an established and recognized thought leader and practitioner. She consistently and generously dedicates her time and her own personal brand to the progress of SIOPSA and the profession. She is an important asset to the community because of her influence and dedication to lifting up the brand of SIOPSA and furthering the awareness and development of ethical, evidence-based practice in organizational psychology. Her passion and poise I admire, and she consistently goes the extra mile. Ingrid Dubesson-Narsai, we salute you. The SIOPSA executive team are a phenomenal group of volunteers. But every year, there is that one individual that just consistently stands out, not only excelling in the portfolio they lead, but collaborating across different portfolios, facilitating partnerships not only locally, but also internationally, having an impact in the profession and advancing social impact. Furthermore, this individual consistently supports in the processes and the administration of the affairs of SIOPSA. A past recipient and a solid ambassador of excellence, Gail Vrogerman, we salute you. Our final category for the year represents the SIOPSA branch or portfolio of the year. This team has excelled in professional development, advancing science, promoting diverse and inclusive collaboration, and they did this with so much fun and energy. Their webinars were always insightful, but also engaging events. Congratulations to the interest group of Applied Organizational Neuroscience under leadership of Ingrid Dubesson-Narsai.
We all see the same world, but research creates a new vision of what is and what is possible. Research is central to the University of Pretoria's vision. We strive to expand the boundaries of knowledge, to develop thought leaders, to answer global questions, and to create an impact that can change lives. A combination of high productivity and excellence has earned UP an international reputation for research that is a game changer for Africa and the entire 21st century world. What we do will shape the future. The University of Pretoria's diverse research platforms offer a launchpad for today's generation of knowledge seekers. Unlocking tomorrow's potential in the unknowns of today. Our research themes and priorities pave the way to a more sustainable and equitable future for Africa and the world. Covering topics from food security to astrophysics, health and well-being to new business, and from biodiversity to education in the digital era. Engineering 4.0 is a platform of synergy for the development of smart transportation networks where digital technologies and augmented intelligence will enable new communication networks and urban development. The ever-evolving art of Africa has found a new home at the Javet UP Arts Centre, where the deep histories and cultures of African people combine with technology to inspire new creativity. Recognizing that knowledge cannot be compartmentalized, UP champions a transdisciplinary approach. Creating Future Africa, a hub, a community, a home for African scholars, and a meeting place. A place where digital connectivity enables minds to meet without boundaries, and shared knowledge enables new solutions to African challenges. Welcome to the University of Pretoria, where we do research that matters.
Good evening. It is our privilege to co-host this evening with SIOPSA. Congratulations to all the prize winners, it's well deserved, and we celebrate this achievement with you. SIOPSA provides an amazing, inclusive, collaborative platform where academics, industry members, students, organizations, and IOP champions can network, have much needed, hard-pressing discussions, learn from each other, and make this profession the best it can be. We appreciate SIOPSA and their team for putting the spotlight on the critical issues of our profession and to celebrate those who made an impact in the profession. It is now my honor to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. Professor Norman Duncan is for the last 7 years the Vice Principal of Academics at the University of Pretoria. He is a trained clinical psychologist who has been in the academics field for the last 34 years. He held academic roles and various leadership posts at various universities, which include, amongst others, the University of Western Cape and the University of Witwatersrand. He joined UP as the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities before he took on the role as Vice Principal. He is a leading researcher in the cross-disciplinary, cross-national project, Apartheid Archive Research Project, which investigates the continuous effects of apartheid and racism on people's lives. He is on the editorial boards of several prominent academic journals and is a member of, amongst others, the Academy of Science of South Africa. He was recently instrumental and also took the lead in the establishment of various new entities at the University of Pretoria, amongst others, the Center for Future Work and the College of Psychology. Now it's my privilege to introduce to you Professor Norman Duncan for his keynote address.
Thank you, Professor Nell. Dr. Natasha Winkler, the outgoing president of SIOPSA, Professor Oliver Nell, the head of the Department of Human Resources Management at the University of Pretoria, the rest of the SIOPSA executive, recipients of awards this evening, members of SIOPSA, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is my signal pleasure to present this brief input on behalf of the University of Pretoria's Rectorate on this, the occasion of SIOPSA's 2020-2021 Presidential Merit Awards function, which, as was indicated earlier, is taking place on the eve of SIOPSA's 23rd annual conference. Allow me at this point to thank the organizers of the Presidential Merit Awards function for having afforded me the opportunity to briefly engage with you. Of course, the University of Pretoria is also honored to be associated with this event. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, when considering the developments in the world of work over the past few decades, and when one considers how the world of work will change in the coming decades, there can be no doubt that the theme of SIOPSA's forthcoming conference, namely rehumanizing work, is timely. Since 2019, the University of Pretoria has increasingly focused its attention on the future of work and human development and well-being within the context of the future world of work. This focus is obviously closely related to extant research imperatives, and importantly also the need to equip our students with the education that will enable them to not only adjust to the future world of work, but also to thrive in a world that will be fundamentally different to the one that we currently inhabit. Already we are witnessing rapid and complex changes in the dynamics of the world of work due to the impact of the rapid proliferation of new technologies and the disruptions and opportunities which accompany these technologies. The potential scale and nature of the profound changes to the world of work that we will see in the years to come have in recent months been illustrated quite poignantly by the international lockdowns resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic. As indicated earlier, a focus on what will be required to equip our students and graduates for the next normal has in recent years preoccupied the University of Pretoria. And it's for this reason that we will shortly be launching the UP Center for the Future of Work. Of course, we already know that beyond acquiring the more technical, including digital skills that the workplace of the future will require, graduates will require the types of attributes that technology cannot yet provide or will not ever be able to provide. These attributes, which include cultural intelligence, emotional intelligence, resilience, adaptability, and having a growth mindset, are already critical well-being and success factors in the workplace and will become increasingly important in the future. This obviously has implications for research and practice in the broad field of psychology, as well as a soon-to-be established University of Pretoria Center for the Future of Work. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, when the Center for the Future of Work was initially conceptualized, we had agreed that topics such as the following should be high on the Center's research agenda, and I list a few of them here. The expected impact of AI on how we work and where we work, jobs at risk of becoming obsolete, and new jobs in the future world of work. The future of work in sectors such as education, the psychology of work sector, the health sector, legal sector, engineering, the agricultural sector, and so forth. Another topic that we had identified that might be critical, form part of a critical research project is the gig economy of workforce and other emerging forms of employment in the future world of work. Patterns of income inequality in the future world of work has also been identified as a future research endeavor. Expected changes to workforce demographics in the future world of work has also been identified. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 SIOPSA conference will focus on issues that we have perhaps not given sufficient focused attention to in our conceptualization of the Center for the Future of Work. And it is for this reason that I will be paying close attention to the ideas flowing from your conference. The issues highlighted in the SIOPSA conference call for papers that I think will be particularly important for consideration and study by the Center for the Future of Work include: 1, the primacy of the individual in the workforce; 2, the importance of decent work as a precondition for human well-being in the future world of work; 3, emerging stresses in the world of work; 4, systematic and systemic discriminatory practices in the world of work; and of course, finally, the critical need to rehumanize the workplace. Obviously, we must bear in mind that the nature of what we currently construe as the workplace will increasingly change, whereas my generation generally construed the workplace as being a clear, spatially defined place shared with a range of co-workers. All of this will change. and all of this will change exponentially. In the years ahead, increasing numbers of people will not have a fixed workplace. Many will form part of the gig economy, and many, unfortunately, will form part of a growing precariat. All of this will change the nature of the work of industrial, organizational, or work psychologists, people practitioners, and behavioral specialists. Cognizant that psychology can significantly assist in understanding the future of work and the opportunities and challenges that the future world of work may hold in store for people, it is envisaged that the University of Pretoria's newly established College of Psychology will play a critical role in the Center for the Future of Work. Of course, I'm cognizant of the critical role that professional psychology organizations or societies such as SIOPSA and SISA can play in the safeguarding and enhancement of human well-being in the future world of work. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I've come to the end of my brief presentation, and all that remains for me to do now is to congratulate the recipients of awards this evening, as well as the incoming president of SIOPSA. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your attention, and once again, my thanks to the organizers of this evening's function for this opportunity to address you. Good night.
This morning, you shadowed yourself. Sun-shoveled hands, you tugged and tucked yourself in. Lent lung to courage, she breathed you in. Held brimming breath, then breathed doubt out. Today, you lent tongue to experience. An expanse of failures miscarried, successes carried, now examples ferried. Today, you are akin to purpose as skin is to flesh. You are bird seeking flight from wing, wing finding faith and feather. Furthermore, you are flight, you are sky, you are flying. You are soothing scenery in the day sky. Turn gaze to stare and storm cloud to haze. You are fleur, you are flying where success resides. You are there. The gale of doubt and anxiety is a stammering air. Your confidence a consuming wind. You are bird with confidence beneath wing. Wing wearing faith as cape. You are here. Today, your life is a servant, and you her master. You've given word lest she acts to her own destruction, not out of defiance, but out of the lack of instruction. Today, you have instructed flight. Your body is the mountain that you are tasked to move incessantly. This morning, you have once again succeeded. You have yet again moved yourself and others. Today, you are flying.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say merci beaucoup, Prof. Norman Duncan. As we know you, you always make time for us when the most important things are on the table. Thank you for coming and speak to us tonight. Yesterday at the AGM, a proposed constitutional amendment for the category Honorary Affiliate Fellow as a recognition category was anonymously approved. Noteworthy is this virtual AGM had a record-setting attendance. In fact, the highest ever recorded. This honorary title has also been approved by the Executive Committee, led by the now immediate past President, Dr. Natasha Winkler Titus. The honor is now bestowed on me to announce the first ever recipient of this title, Affiliate Fellow, Honorary Affiliate Fellow, to a lady who has distinguished herself in research, practice, teaching, service, leadership, and administration. Undoubtedly, a lifelong meritorious achievement. She has made outstanding contributions and has significant impact, both locally and internationally. I have had the privilege of knowing her since 2001 and was fortunate enough to play a pivotal role in her appointment in 2009 as a professor in the Department of Human Resource Management at UP, In the last 11 years, I have realized that she's not only an extraordinary scholar, academic, and an awe-inspiring person, but has a profound passion for rehumanizing the workplace. With her in our midst, she significantly contributed to us as IOPs, our emerging IOPs, not only at UP, but also in Africa and internationally. No wonder she will also be a keynote speaker at our 23rd annual SIOPSA conference next week. She is the only academic in the management sciences and humanities that has an A rating from the National Research Foundation. According to Google Scholar, her work has been cited over 8,935 times with an H index of 41. She is listed in the international who's who in the management sciences for her pioneering research on race and gender in organizations. She is the recipient of many honors, and the time allocated to me will not be enough to share the rest of her achievements tonight. But in reality, I don't need to, as many of us know her as a wonderful scholar and human she is. Allow me thus to bestow the title Honorary Affiliate Fellow on behalf of the Executive Committee and members of SIOPSA on Professor Stella M. Nkomo. Professor Stella.
Thank you, Professor Stans. On behalf of Professor Nkomo, I wish to convey her appreciation and gratitude to SIOPSA for this recognition. Due to personal circumstances and loss, Stella cannot join us tonight as she's also doing a memorial service for a family member who passed away due to COVID-19. She is, however, looking forward to joining us next week at the conference.
Thank you, Natasha, and thank you for taking the lead when we needed you to assist in the constitutional change that took place. So yesterday at the AGM, we also confirmed into honorary membership position Dr. Marissa Brouwers. Marissa, we thank you for your service, to your passion, your energy that you brought to the society and commitment to the profession as a whole. If you want to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Prof. Stans. From my side, thank you so much. It has been an immense privilege and honor to serve for SIOPSA and to meet a lot of beautiful people all over the world, nationally and as well as internationally. Thank you so much, and also thank you so much for this recognition. I really appreciate it, and I would want to wish the new executive committee of SIOPSA all the best, and I'm looking forward to be engaging with you in another capacity. So thank you so much for bestowing this wonderful recognition. Thank you so much, Prof.
So it's Natasha. Dr. Natasha, thank you for your commitment and service to the society, your impact in the profession, and your personal passion towards driving an inclusive profession and service to the young professionals.
Thank you, Professor Stans. It was my absolute honor and privilege to serve as president, and I look forward to the year as past president in supporting our new, my friend Crystal. And therefore, Professor Crystal Wool, congratulations on your appointment as the president of the Society of Industrial and Organizational Psychology. Professor Stans will do the honors for me as I can't be on the stage right now.
say.
Thank you so very much. Thanks.
And then also to Dr. Sharon Munyaka, that was elected last night at the annual general meeting as our incoming president-elect. Dr. Sharon, if you want to say a word.
Thank you very much, Natasha, and a very good evening to all of our SIOPSA members. I am incredibly privileged and so honored to be serving as president-elect and taking over from Crystal next year. The messages of support have just been so humbling. I get goosebumps when I receive the phone calls and the messages of people ranging in emotion about hope being restored, about possibility for SIOPSA, about representation mattering, about just seeing the consistency over the years and saying, I know your story, I've watched you, and I am so happy to see you taking this position and just holding that flag so high. So thank you so much to my peers, a great affirmation that I hold with great responsibility. Thanks, Natasha.
Thank you so much, Sharon. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, a final congratulations to our achievers this past year. You are truly an inspiration. Professor Stella, what an honor for me to share this platform with you and celebrate your contribution to the SIOPSA mission as well. I look up to you, you are a mentor, and I know we put a lot of pressure on you not to retire and leave us. Professor Duncan, thank you for gracing us with your presence, but also that inspiring words of wisdom and inspiration. It is so encouraging to see that across the spheres, we can collaborate on like-minded themes and topics. And to our partner, University of Pretoria and the HR team, my alma mater, where I completed my PhD, I can always come back. It's always a second home. Professor Stans, Professor Alavenel, and the team and the HRM team. What a great partnership as always. Thank you, Crystal and Marissa, and to our phenomenal SIOPSA team, especially to our team at the office that keep the cogs moving, Marissa Barnard, Lungelo, and Yanni H, for another significant event that we put together. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. In these difficult times, I appeal to you to stay safe, stay warm, and stay inspired. Good night.